Hi, my name's Joe, and I'm going to tell you how I take pictures on eBay. If you're looking to take some quick pictures just to sell a few things, this is not the video for you. But if you want to get a little bit more serious about your eBay photography, or taking pictures of anything that's for a website or online, I hope this can help you. First thing I did here, I took a couple of pieces of plywood and just screwed them together. Down here I made some brackets with some wood, and I just painted it all white. So what I do is I keep a jar of the paint here. So after I do a lot of stuff I do is kind of dirty. I can just repaint it again with the glossy white. So you can also use matte white. Sometimes the glossy white doesn't work out for you. Another thing you want to invest in is lighting. These light bulbs are special light corrected light bulbs I got off of eBay. I just clamped them onto the back of this. This, I don't know if you can see, there's a bracket here I just made out of a piece of shelf. So to save money and time, I went out and I got a remote controlled light bar to plug all my lights in. So I just hit the switch, bam, all my lights come on. I turn it off when I'm done so that way I'm not running my lights and heating up my shop. So we'll turn them on. I'm mounted on the wall next to my light switch, but I wanted to show it to you. So today we're going to be taking a couple pictures of some outboard parts, because that's what I sell. Now, I do have an expensive camera here, but I didn't buy it new. And you don't have to have the newest, latest, greatest camera, because every time they make a newer, greater camera, it's usually one of the features that they improve on is the pixels, or megapixels. So you might, this is like a 6 or a 7, the next one's probably an 8, and then they made a 10, and they made a 12, and they made an 18. They're probably going to have a 24 soon. But you don't need all that, because on the internet you usually use 1 megapixel or 6 or 3. You don't use a lot of megapixels because it takes longer to load. You know when your customer's sitting there waiting for the pictures to load, because people don't want to wait. So here we have a steering bracket with a tiller arm attached to it. So I got just a UV filter on here to protect the lens. I went with an image stabilizing lens, that way I don't have to use the tripod. And I went with the Canon EOS Rebel XTI. And I got this online with the lens and everything for about $200 bucks. So that's how much like a cheaper point and shoot camera would cost. And it does a much better job. So it's got different settings you can use. I use it on the little flower setting, which is for close-up stuff. Turn this guy on. Now, one thing you got to remember about these SLR cameras or DSLR cameras is that light can come in here and mess up your shot. So if you are using a tripod or something, you got to put this thing over top of that to block the light out. But I use it up to my eye. I got this eye cup online. It was only $4 or something. It just makes it easier for me. Up to you, however you do it. So I get a nice picture of it with just the item. So the backdrop kind of blends in. Flip it over. Get the other side. And then if you're selling parts to stuff, where the connections are, the different hookups, where hardware goes through, and where there's any apparatus or gearing, you'd like to take a picture of that so that people can tell that it is the shape of it. Here we have a fuel adapter, so I'll take a picture of that so people can see. That's pretty much it right there. So then when you're done, you go upload your pictures. If you'd like to buy any of these used outboard parts, check out the outboardguy.com to see what kind of parts I'm selling. Thank you.